first at 4, getting more shots off shelves and into arms. State health officials are touting a milestone now, more than 1 million people vaccinated. Thanks so much for joining us here for your Fox 46 News at 4. I'm Paige Failing. Fox 46's Derek Dellinger joining us live in the newsroom this afternoon as well. Derek, Governor Cooper stressing now is not the time to abandon the steps, though, that we have all been taking to slow the spread of the virus.
Yes, and despite that, there's a big touting of the efforts North Carolina has been doing, and he has been talking about some potential changes, but he says right now it is just not the time to make those changes. Here's where things stand right now, though. As you mentioned just a second ago, Paige, over 1 million people have been vaccinated across the state, and that number is now higher than the number of people that have come down with COVID-19 in the state. And the governor also says the percentage positive is also consistently around 5%. That's actually good news. That's the target that they wanted. But as far as the changes, though, he says it's too soon to drop things like mask mandates. But he says changes for restaurant capacity could be next if numbers do go down or consistently stay down. The state also addressed one group that has not been getting vaccinated as much as the rest, the state's Hispanic population and Spanish-speaking population. He says that will change. Take a listen.
We have more work to do, but that data helps us drive our decision making. We want them to understand that vaccines are safe, but we also want them to know that their information that they give to us at a vaccine event is private, and we do not share that with any immigration officials. So there are a lot of things we want to make sure we're answering folks' questions as we go through.
And to put this into context for Mecklenburg County, you have to keep in mind that the Hispanic population, it makes up about 14% of the county's population. The state right now says that they are getting hundreds of thousands of doses, though, of the vaccine per week, and that does not take into account what's being done at the federal level, pharmacy vaccinations and other things similar to that. Paige?
Well, speaking of the vaccines, in terms of specifics, they also did address why we're not getting as much of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine yet.
Yes, they did. In fact, we got some of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine last week, but we're not getting any this week. There is a reason for this. The vaccine production process, it is ramping up. And much like we saw with what Pfizer and Moderna vaccines when they initially became available, it took a few weeks for it to ramp up to levels that we're seeing right now. So we're having just to wait a little bit for it to pick up. Paige?